Hey everyone, welcome. We're going to have a drop-in this evening. So if you're about and you would like to come in and connect with like-minded people, feel free to join in and say hi. And if you've got any questions around the menopause, feel free to ask them as well. So welcome to the Menopause Wellness community. My name is Jackie. I am a menopause wellness practitioner, as well as a menopause nutrition and weight loss management practitioner. The community here is a community of like-minded people to be heard and understood. And it may not be that you are embarking on this journey or you've already started your journey. It may be that you want to know some information before the journey starts for you. The menopause can be for many overwhelming. Absolutely overwhelming. So this is where we educate ourselves, learn a bit more about the journey and ourselves as well. So welcome and do come in and say hi. Hi Rosalie and Tajora. I hope I've pronounced your name correctly. But yeah, do come in and say hi. We're having a menopause drop-in today. We are going to go back to our scheduled lives. We used to have 3 evenings a week. We're going to start back with 1 evening a week, every Wednesday evening, starting from this evening. We're going to have a drop-in, and then next week we're going to do getting to know your hormones. Understanding our hormones. We need to understand our hormones, don't we? So we're going to start off with estrogen on the 5th of May, I believe. So, if you are around and you'd like to come and join, feel free to come and join. Hi, Miss Vic. Welcome. We're having a menopause drop-in this evening. So feel free to come in and say hi, or if you want to connect, or if you want to just listen in, it's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. So I was just saying that we're going to start back our scheduled lives on a Wednesday at 8 o'clock. We usually meet up for about an hour and a half. And we do lots of different events as well. We are actually having our very first community meetup in June. So if you are interested in all those things, just let me know. If you're not part of the community already, then all you need to do is follow. So if you've got any questions, do let me know. We're having a drop-in this evening and seeing who's about. It's like-minded people to connect. Let me see. Hey Claire, how are you? I was just thinking about you today. I was going to send you a message. How are you doing? You see my pints of water. I always drink pints and pints of water. Good to hear that you are good. We are starting back our scheduled lives. I'm good, thank you. I've had a busy, productive day. Very busy, very productive. So I'm good. We are starting back our scheduled lives every Wednesday. And it's going to be from 8 o'clock. So today is our menopause drop-in. And as of, I believe it's next week's Wednesday, we're going to do understanding your menopause, understanding your hormones, understanding our hormones. So we're going to do a 3-part series. And the first part will be estrogen. And then we're going to go and do progesterone. And then we're looking at testosterone. So it's so important that we understand what these specific hormones, their role is in our bodies. It's really important. I thought it's very important to know and understand. And, this is information that I want to share in the community. So the community is more knowledgeable, or just clarify information that you know already. So that's what we're going to be doing. We are going to be having our scheduled lives again. I'm so glad that they're back on track. Not going to be 3 like the last time, but we're going to start them back. Yeah, so if you've got any ideas about what subject matters, I'm actually thinking of going back to when we first started over a year ago and looking back at things like how the menopause can impact the brain, the heart, all parts of the body. Hi, Unique. Welcome to the Menopause Wellness community. Is it normal to miss a period at 45? Well, that totally depends. 45, are you in perimenopause? Because perimenopause, around the age of 45 to 55, it can be sooner and it can be later for many as well. But your menstrual cycle starts to become erratic. So you saying you missed a period, that's not norm for you, is it? So this is what we would class as erratic. I would say if you are concerned about it, do go and speak to your GP. And are you tracking your cycles? Many women do track cycles, don't you? You even jot it down on in your diary or make a note of when your first day and your last day. So my question to you would be, is it normal for you to miss a period? Because it could be could be the perimenopause. But as I said, always go and get it checked out. Good evening, sweet apple. How are you? Good to see you here. We're having a drop-in and we are starting back our scheduled lives. Hey Lynn, how are you? Good to see you. We are starting back our scheduled lives as of today. So we're doing a drop-in today and then we're going to start back on hormones series, the hormones. I feel it's really important that we know what our hormones do, what role they play within our bodies. I never missed one, but now my last period lasted 2 weeks. Okay, so Unique, I would say that is what you call erratic cycle. It's moving different with you, right? Absolutely moving different with you. So what I would say, if you haven't done already, consider tracking, jotting down how different it is, and maybe go and see your GP and speak to them about it. You would normally, perimenopause, the classic signs of perimenopause are things like erratic menstrual cycles, mood swings, hot flashes can be part of that as well. So yeah, you know your body, right? This is the thing. I'm always saying, who knows your body best? You. So you are the expert of your own body. So if you feel that something's not quite right, then something's not quite right for you. Go and seek medical attention. Hi Wildy, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah, if it's not the norm for you, hopefully you're tracking it as well. So when you're welcome, you're absolutely welcome. Hopefully you're tracking it. Even if you're tracking it mentally, and the reason why I encourage you to write it down or put it in your phone, when you do go and see a GP, all the information's there. So you can just grab your phone or grab your notepad. The information is actually there in front of you. Because we only get 10 minutes, right, for our GP appointment. So let's ensure that we've got all that information to hand. Because sometimes when we go into an appointment, everything just can go just like that. So you can just grab it. Hey, Claire, I want to just kind of have, again, just big up. Big shout out to all the menopause wellness community ambassadors. welcome to all of them. Claire, Lulu, Samantha, Just Empress, Jen, and who's the last one? Poetic Angel. You see, I remember all of them. You know, at once, Claire, I was kind of finding it challenging to remember everyone's name, right? And look at that. You see this teaching that I'm doing. See the language that I'm learning. It's really helping with my brain fog. I'm telling you, absolutely helping with my brain fog. 5 days still waiting. We'll book an appointment with GP. Yes, I hope it goes well. But definitely do book an appointment with your GP. But also, hopefully you've got a fantastic GP, is up there when it comes to women's health. If you don't feel that they are at that point, then go armed with information. I mean, there's nothing wrong with going armed with information to your GP appointment anyway, to any appointment. There's nothing wrong with going armed with information. I'm just going to say what a difference. I'm telling you, I'm absolutely telling you, my brain fog, listen, I have not taken any lion's mane since, December. Can you believe it? Since December. And I used to drink that I upped it to twice a day, one in the morning, one in the evening, to help with my brain fog. Don't get me wrong, it really helped me. The lion's mane really helped me. However, since December, I ran out of the lion's mane. I didn't go and buy any more. And I've been learning a new language. It's new for me. And that is what's been helping with my brain fog. And I'm telling you, I'm kidding you not. My brain fog, it's not there. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It's the learning the language. And you know what? I'm so proud of myself because I'm on, this app that you go on, the Duolingo, right? I don't have shares in it, but I go on the app every single day. And today is the 105th day without a break. So I'm on my 105th strike of doing this learning a language. I'm telling you. And I've just sent an email to a Spanish teacher that I was learning Spanish with in 2021 to see if she still teaches Spanish. Because now I'm confident with writing and reading. Don't get me wrong, I'm going to get more confident. I would like to just confirm and that I'm actually pronouncing words correctly, because I'm telling you, when I speak into this app, it's saying I'm to me I'm sounding like it's not correct, but it's saying that I'm correct. So that's what I'm going to be doing. But yeah, I'm really pleased with how that's going. Absolutely chuffed with how that's going. Yes, so welcome everyone to the Menopause Wellness community. For those of you who don't know me, I am Jackie. I'm a menopause wellness practitioner, as well as a menopause weight loss and a menopause nutrition and weight loss management practitioner. So we're here every Wednesday. We are here. We meet up on a Wednesday now at 8 o'clock, which is summertime. And, today we're having a menopause drop-in. So you can drop in and out as you wish. Come in and ask questions. You can come in and connect with others, like-minded people. And you know what? This is about educating ourselves about the menopause, because the menopause, it is something that is a natural process of life, right? Every woman will go through the menopause. And I say go through because it will happen to every woman. However, not every woman will experience symptoms. 24% of women do not experience any symptoms or limited symptoms. But many people in the community, many members of the community, we've just got everyone else's. Some of us have got, symptom after symptom after symptom after symptom. And interestingly, only 34 symptoms are actually recognized as perimenopause and menopause. I will go as far to say as postmenopause also, because we tend to kind of forget this postmenopause thing. Listen, I'm a postmenopause girly. So I got to speak up for the postmenopause girlies. And I always hear women say, you know, I went out over the weekend and I went to a few gatherings, and I hear women say all the time, oh, I'm past that now. I said, what do you mean you're past it? Oh, I've gone past the menopause. What do you mean you've gone past the menopause? Explain to me. You know, because there are 3 stages. You've got perimenopause, you've got menopause, and you've got postmenopause. So perimenopause, as we know, any research you do around perimenopause, it will come up and it will say around the age of 45 to 55. Perimenopause. How do you know when you are in perimenopause? So commonly, there are going to be signs, these common signs. Erratic periods, okay? Your periods are not norm to you. They start moving different. They start switching on you. Mood swings, hot flashes, or hot flashes if you want to call them. Flushes. These are some common signs of perimenopause. And when you embark on perimenopause, it may well be with you for, again, when you research, 4 to 7 years, 4 to 8 years. However, it's very different for everyone. My perimenopause was 10 years before I hit menopause. Some people in the community are on their 12th year or 15th year. So it's very different for everyone. This is why I will encourage you to track your journey. This is your journey. So track your journey. So perimenopause now, however long it's going to last for you, as you track it, you'll get to know it. I keep saying we've got to work in conjunction with this menopause. All right. It's not something we invited in our lives. However, it's here, or it's going to be here. Whether you get symptoms or not, that, remember, menopause is actually one day in this journey. So once perimenopause has decided to end that cycle, menopause occurs. So menopause is actually one day, and you hit menopause once you have 12 consecutive months of no menstrual cycle. You need to have 12 consecutive months. So if you hit month 1, this is what happened to me. I went from month 1 to 5, and then I had a cycle in month 6. So month 7 was my month 1 again. So you have to have 12 consecutive months of no menstrual cycle, and then the day after the 12th month of no menstrual cycle is the menopause. That is your menopause. Your body no longer is going to reproduce, right? And so once you hit the menopause, the day after that, you're now in postmenopause. And when you research postmenopause, let me just come to this question. Someone's pinned it up. I had surgery, so went into surgical menopause in September last year. Hi, Angela. Welcome to the community. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope the surgery went well. So I'm post now. So you went into surgical menopause. Some people refer it to as chemical menopause, surgical menopause, surgically induced menopause. So everyone may refer to it very differently. Last year, and so now you're post-menopause now. So this is the thing. When you research post-menopause, sometimes it can be a bit misleading depending on where you get the information from, because it may state, I've come up with, when I've done research, it's come up with end of menopause. And that is, to me, it can be a bit misleading, because, you know, by reading the words end of menopause, you actually think, it's going to stop now. That's it. It's done. But actually, we're in post-menopause for the rest of our lives now. What happens with post-menopause, and I'll go back to menopause actually, because menopause, again, ages 45 to 55. However, it can happen sooner, it can happen later for some women. Typically, the age of 51 in the UK, typically 51 in the UK and in the US. So when you hit postmenopause, what happens is your hormones start to stabilize somewhat, but they can still be fluctuating. They absolutely still can be fluctuating. And this is why I have women in their 70s still experiencing night sweats, hot flushes, brain fog. It still happens. It can happen. So this is why, you know what, tracking our menopause and getting to know our menopause journey, so we know what may exacerbate the symptoms that we're experiencing. So this is what I would always recommend. Or just have consider it really. Tracking your menopause. Right, I'm going to go back to some questions, some comments. Welcome everyone to the Menopause Wellness community. We are having a menopause drop-in this evening. We are back to our scheduled lives. Every Wednesday we're going to be here at 8 p.m. British summertime. And next week we are starting a 3-part series in getting to know our hormones. So we are going to be talking about each of the 3 hormones. I'm not going to do all hormones, but just the 3 key hormones that deals with our menopause, right? So estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone. So each week we're going to be looking at a different hormone, and we are going to be looking at what role do they play in our bodies, so we can better understand what's going on. Okay, that's what we're going to be doing. But welcome. If you are not part of the community already and you would like to be part of the community, all you need to do is follow. That's all you need to do. And then it will, I'm presuming that it will actually let you know when we are having the next live. But I do put up the post on the community page, so you can have a look at the community page. And I know I'm behind on this. Generally, what I will do is post all the lives. If you do miss a live and you was interested in the subject matter, I will post the lives onto our YouTube channel, so you can catch up at your leisure. Will GP give medication for pre-menopause? Okay. Is it Soberies? Hi, welcome to the community. I'm just reading your question. Will GP give medication for pre-menopause? So you can go and speak to your GP about it and ask what the options. Again, I would suggest that before you go, spend maybe 5-10 minutes thinking about what you want to ask your GP. Because sometimes, you know what, I've been guilty of it as well. Sometimes we don't ask the right questions. So many people will go to the GP and talk about menopause and, maybe be offered HRT. It's whatever's going to work for you. This is a trial and error. We don't know what's going to work for us until we actually try it. But it's so important, Queens, to ask the right questions. What does it do? What are the side effects? Are there any side effects? How long can I take it for? Are there any alternatives? What are the benefits? What are the risks? We need to ask these questions, the right questions, so we can make an informed decision. And if we don't have the answers to those right questions, how can we make an informed decision? So we need to ask those questions. So before you go, spend 5-10 minutes just jotting down questions that you would like to ask your GP when you go and see them. Because when we go into the GP practice, sometimes there's a lot going on and we tend to forget what we're going to be asking. And when we leave, we think, oh gosh, I didn't ask that. Yeah, and we know that and appreciate that. GP appointments, they're priceless at the moment, aren't they? Sometimes they're challenging to get to see your GP. Oh, thank you, Claire. Thank you. That's a lot of my water, right? I've been drinking. I told you I drink pints of water. That's what I do. I only drink water and coconut water. Oh, and my herbal teas. That's all I drink. Thank you for the follow, Angela. Welcome to the community. Carol, welcome. You said, yeah, me too. What was that? I'm just catching up on the comments now. This just proves that so many women don't know the processes and need the knowledge. Absolutely, Claire. And this is why the community's here, right? So we're going to be having lots of information. I'm going to be sharing lots of information. Obviously, I do a lot of research, right? That's what I do. A lot of research. I like research. It just fascinates me. And I will be sharing this with you. I'll be sharing my knowledge with you. We can explore it together. You know, don't be afraid to challenge. It's fine to challenge. You know, and we can have discussions, but it's good that, you know, knowledge is power, right? Absolutely, knowledge is power. So we're going to be looking at our hormones. We have over 200 hormones in our body, right? Over 200 hormones in our body. But these 3 key hormones that play a role in our menopause, the same key hormones that play a role in our menstrual cycles. The estrogen or estrogen, however you're going to want to pronounce it, your progesterone and your testosterone. And yes, us queens, we have testosterone. A lot of people that I speak to, not a lot, many people that I speak to, turn around and say, oh, women have testosterone. Yes, we do. Not as much as men, but we do. So we're going to be exploring this over the next coming weeks. As I said, we're starting off with estrogen first, because you may be surprised just what role estrogen plays in our bodies. We're going to revisit, we're going to come back to this next week, Wednesday. But if you've got any questions, feel free to ask the questions. And this is the thing. This community is a non-judgmental community. If you ask a question, no one isn't going to turn around and, you know, say, well, you should know that answer. The whole point of asking a question is because you don't know the answer or you need clarification. So ask away. Absolutely ask away. So many symptoms, but not sure if I'm linking it all to menopause, and I shouldn't be. Angela, yeah, you're right. 34 recognized symptoms. However, the community has a list of over 90. I mentioned, I spoke to another consultant the other day, and she was saying, yeah, there's over 120 symptoms, but it's 34 of these symptoms are recognized. I'm hoping as time goes on, they actually recognize all of them. But what I would say to you, just because we have a list of 90 symptoms, right, and it's not to overwhelm anyone, it is about knowledge. It's being aware. If you look on that list and you think, oh my gosh, I get migraines, I get dizziness, I get, spatial awareness, perception. I get tingling hands and tingling feet, and I get, tinnitus in the ears. It doesn't mean, what I'm asking you to is just bear it in mind. It may be that. If you are concerned, it's always good to go and seek medical attention, because it may not be that. Okay, it may not be that, but there are a lot of things. We done lives a while back around menopause and the hair, the eyes, the nails, the teeth, the skin, the heart, joints. We're going to revisit them again, because I feel it's time to revisit them so we can just have that knowledge again. And it's always good to refresh your knowledge as well. So we're going to start those series. So after our Getting to Know Our Menopause series, it's a 3-part series starting next week, Wednesday. So every Wednesday at 8 p.m. British summertime, we are going to be here. And we're just going to educate ourselves, okay? We're going to explore information, and we're going to build our knowledge on this menopause. Because I'm telling you, it's good to know. Celine, welcome to the live. Thank you for the follow, and welcome to the community. So I'm going to go back to see if I've missed anything. I have missed. I'm just scrolling back. But welcome everyone. Those of you who don't know who I am, for those of you who just joined and thinking, who the heck is this woman? What is she talking about? My name is Jackie. I'm a menopause wellness practitioner, as well as a menopause nutrition and weight loss management practitioner. The community is here. We meet on a Wednesday at 8 p.m. and we talk about all things menopause and other things as well. But this is a community. If you want to come here and rant and rave about your menopause, even if you are not experiencing the menopause, you're not quite there yet, it may be that you want to know about it. I really truly believe that it's important that we educate the younger generation around this menopause, because if we educate them, they're going to be better prepared for it. Don't get me wrong. Remember I said 24% of women do not experience any menopause symptoms, any perimenopause symptoms. However, they still go through the menopause. Okay, even without, because the menopause is that one day, as I said earlier on, it's that one day when your body says, no more reproducing, shutting down. That is the menopause. Hi, Hannah. Is infection sign of premenopause? When you say infection, what? An infection in your body? Again, I'm going to say, if you are concerned about, if something doesn't feel right, go and seek medical attention. Seriously. We cannot be normalizing, symptoms that we're feeling, particularly if it's pain. We can't be normalizing this. So just clarify for me, please, Hannah. Carol, can you still take HRT in postmenopause? Yes, some women do still take HRT in postmenopause. And of late, I've had conversations with women in their 60s and 70s who's just started taking HRT. And I feel that sometimes it may be like what we call a postcode lottery, because some GPs will say, yes, it's fine to, and other GPs will say no. But if that's what you want to do, I would say go and find a GP that is going to be for you. Because if a GP is not for you, then why are we with them? There's no written rule. I've not come across no written rule to say, by the time you hit the age of 60, 70, you cannot take HRT. I've not read that anywhere. I do a lot of research and I've not come across that anywhere. And actually, if my GP said to me, if I was at the age of 70 and my GP said, and I asked my GP for HRT and they said, no, you can't have it, you're too old, I would say, ask them why. Why? Is there a risk to having it at that age? This is what I'm saying. We really need to start asking the right questions, because sometimes we don't. Oh, that's good. That's good to hear, Angela. Interesting. I always ask this question when someone's told me that they've had a hysterectomy, a full or partial hysterectomy. Did you get told that it will induce your menopause? Because it's interesting when you're having surgery, because some consultants don't actually inform women that it will induce menopause. But it's good that if you have been told it, it's fantastic. Hi, Tammy. Perimenopause dealing with me and in my... I'm sorry to hear that, Tammy. Are you experiencing lots of symptoms? And, you may well be. Have you had perimenopause confirmed? And what are you doing to manage your symptoms? Can you still take HRT? Yes, answered that one. Tammy, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. Fish, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. We are here every Wednesday at 8 p.m. British Summer Time. And we're going to dive into some topics. I'm going to redo the whole of how the menopause can impact every part of our bodies. Thank you for the follow. Oh, thanks, Claire. Claire is our community ambassador. We've got 6 community ambassadors, and they pop in every so often. I appreciate them when they're here. So thank you. Hey, user 636, welcome. Do I need probiotics with HRT for the vaginal health as well? What have you been told about that? See, I get so many different the things I get told sometimes. I'm just like, okay, there must be a reason why. What have you been told about that? You know what, when it comes to this journey, you have to do what's right for you, right? So you can take them. I mean, do you need them? That's a conversation you can have with your GP. Do you feel you need them? Because they can be taken safely alongside HRT. Does your HRT work for you? Sweetie you, welcome. I take menopause, it's good. Okay. Is that something you get from the pharmacist? Menopause. I think I've heard of that. Yeah, I have seen that actually. I've not tried it myself. Is it normal to bleed every day? No, it's not normal. Every day. When you say every day, how long for? This is what I'm saying. Listen, queens, please. If it's not normal, if your body starts doing something completely different that you're not used to, it's not normal to you. Okay? So if you are having your periods, whether it's every 21, 27, 28 days, however many days your cycle is, and all of a sudden your body switches and you start bleeding every day, it's like I came across, I can't remember the conversation, but I came across, I think it was a post, that a woman said that she's been bleeding for the last 1,000 and something days. What? That's not normal. Absolutely not normal. Hey, Shell. I'm at a point I can't go on like this anymore. I'm sorry to hear that. Shell, do you have your DMs open? Because if you've got your DMs open, please reach out to me. I'm going to send you a message after this. I'm sorry to hear that you feel like that. There is going to be something that you can do about it. I'm going to give you a free consultation. So please get in touch with me. Okay, let me see. Yeah, Shell, I'm going to get in touch with you. I'm going to give you a free consultation so we can do some talking. Okay? The community's here. We meet up every Wednesday at 8 p.m. I'm just embarking knowledge. That's what I'm doing, embarking knowledge on everyone, because we need to understand this journey a lot better. Because look, let's be honest, we was never told anything about this. I personally you can let me know if, I'm speaking rubbish, but I personally was not told anything about the menopause. not from my mother, because my mother never spoke about it. My grandmother never spoke about it. I remember them talking about the change every so often. Not, heard the word the change floating about the household from my mum, but never from my grandmother. But we was never prepared. So this is why knowledge, my knowledge, I'm going to be passing on to you, and we can both get more knowledge together, because it's so important that we know, and it's so important that we educate the younger generation. So important. Shah Roots, thank you for the follow and welcome to the community. AR, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. You are now community warriors, menopause warriors. I'm Mona. Welcome to the live. 56, 133 days. Okay. Have you been to the GP? I would say if you haven't gone already, go to the GP. Because yes, back pain can be associated with this journey. However, it could be associated with so many other things as well. Please, Queens, let's not normalize all this pain we're experiencing. Why do we do that to ourselves? We're in pain. Oh, it'll go away tomorrow. It will go. Our bodies are telling us something. Our bodies give us signals when something's not quite right. But we tend to sometimes choose not to listen to our bodies. Your body's talking to you. When you're in pain, your body is talking to you. Let's not normalize this pain. Hi, Jill. Is it Jill? I'm at the point. Shell, we are going to talk. What helps with the hot and cold? Hi, Tammy. What helps with the hot and cold? Are you talking about hot flushes and chills? Just clarify that for me, please. Is it hot flushes and chills that you are referring to? Because there's so many things. Listen, the community, we've built up lists upon lists upon lists. Lists of herbs and spices, lists of foods, lists of supplements, lists of so many things. But it's all going to be trial and error. I'm going to be real with you. What works for me may not work for somebody else. I hope it works for other people, but it's trial and error. We don't know it's going to work until we try it. So I can provide you with all the lists. I'm happy to send them over to you. But you just have them there as information, and then you can go and do your research. Please don't, don't just take the list and say, right, I'm going to try this, this, and this. Particularly if you are on any medication or you have any health conditions, you may need to go and speak to a GP, because certain things, you shouldn't be mixing with certain things. So we have to do our due diligence also. Do your research. So I can send you the list as a starting point, and you can have a look at that. My doc gave me cocodamol only, saying too early for anything else. So your doc gave you cocodamol, saying that too early. Oh, you're too early for the menopause. Is that what they said? And I just said earlier on that we are our own experts of our bodies. Okay. I got sent away 3 times by my GP when I was in perimenopause. And my GP said, no, you're not in menopause. You're too young. No, you're not in menopause. You're too young. And even when I had the blood test, it unfortunately came back showing my hormone levels were normal. That was the 3rd time. I decided to just go it alone. And this is why, one of the reasons why I set the community up, because I felt isolated. I felt alone. I felt unheard. No one was listening. And I thought I was actually going a bit mad. Am I imagining this? Started doubting myself, started questioning myself. When actually, as a matter of fact, I was actually in perimenopause. My GP does not know that I'm postmenopause now. I just went to, I went for a scan on my stomach, right? Found out that I've got kidney stones. Anyway, went for a scan on my stomach, and the lady said to me, "How often are your periods?" I said, "I don't have periods." She said, "Why not?" I said, "Because I'm postmenopause." And even the attitude from her. And I just thought, you know what? We've got to be a better advocate for ourselves. So anyway, I just dealt with her in a nice way. But even she was saying to me, "Why do I not have periods?" And I'm just thinking, we know our bodies the best, right? So when you go to your GP and you're saying you're experiencing this, this and this, go armed with information. Let them know that you feel it could be menopause because this is the reason why. Remember, going back to GPs, unless your GP is a women's health advocate, they generally only get 1 hour of menopause training. What is an hour? An hour is the same time you could be waiting for a bus, right? Go armed with information. Do you gain weight with HRT patches? I'm not an HRT girly. You could gain weight. Some people have said to me that they've gained weight, they've lost weight. It's very much different for everyone. You know what? It's like there could be 20 of us, right, in this community, and we all take one supplement. But that one supplement will work very differently, or may work very differently for every single one of us. So this is why I'm saying, when you are taking things like HRT and supplements and anything else, track it. So I would ask you, have you started gaining weight since you started taking the HRT patches? And if you say yes to me, then I would monitor that and then go back and see my GP, because you have reviews as well, don't you? Track. The moment I take something, or the moment you take something new, start tracking it, because how do you know it's working for you? How do you know it's effectively working for you? Track what's going on. From the moment you take it, what's happening after week 1, even after a couple of hours? Is it going to start impacting you? Is it working well? What exactly is it doing? Does it minimize the symptoms? Is it taking it away totally? Has it added any more symptoms? This is why it's important to track. But yeah, you could gain weight just the same way you lose weight. These patches are going to be different for everyone. This HRT will respond to your body differently. I did unplanned start HRT as an inpatient. I had to wait 4 weeks. Okay. Good luck with the HRT then, Angela. Travel with Marie. Welcome to the community. Thank you for the follow. Gilla, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. You are now menopause warriors. You are absolute menopause. What do you think about I'm just okay, I'm just checking. What do I think about it? I am not I'm not HRT girly at all, but the DHA, naturally occurring hormone produced mainly. You see, I'm just one of those people that, you see me, anything made in a lab, to me, it's not normal. It's not natural. It's not natural. How can it be natural if it's made in a lab? This is just me. I've just never taken HRT, and don't get me wrong, anyone taking it and it's working well, fantastic. But it's not for me. So yeah, things like the DHE, thank you for following, Claire. Welcome to the community. Oh, that's good to hear. Good. It is right. Is it right? You gain weight when taking HRT. See, this is the thing. This menopause, it's like you're getting to know your body all over again, because your body could be okay with something 1 month, and the next month, even a matter of weeks, it starts rejecting it. This is why it's so important to track. Okay, I've done those. Let me catch up with these. Baby Cherry, thank you for the follow and welcome to the community. Okay. I think I've done those comments. Antonia, well, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. How do you come off HRT without getting rebound symptoms? I would say that you would, I'm going to say it again, I sound like a broken record, speak to your GP, because I would not say anything. If your body is used to taking something, to stop it just like that is not going to be a good thing. Okay? So it's about weaning yourself off. But go and speak to your GP for some advice. The best way for you to come off it. If that's what you want, the best way to come off it. We have to have these conversations. What do I take? I don't take anything. I shouldn't say that I don't take anything. I only experience, at the moment, I experience 2 symptoms. I used to experience 12. I'm post-menopause now, and I've been in post-menopause for 3 years, maybe a bit longer than 3 years. And I was experiencing about 12 symptoms. Now I only experience 2. The last 3 symptoms, that was hot flushes, night sweats, and brain fog. For my brain fog, I was actually taking lion's mane, and I stopped taking lion's mane since December because I've started teaching myself Spanish, and my brain fog has got significantly better from learning Spanish, learning a new language. You do the research. Learning a new language actually helps with brain fog, just like things like puzzles and problem solving and things like that. It all helps with brain fog. And this is why reading also helps as well. This is why I am starting a community reading club. Not a book club, a reading club. Because it's not just about books. There's going to be articles that we're going to be reading and coming back and just, that's starting soon as well, the reading club. So if you're interested in the reading club, please just let me know. Hi Farah, how are you? So Carol, at the moment I'm on a break from my magnesium glycinate, which I was taking once a day, and my evening primrose and starflower oil, which I was taking once a day. And interestingly, I was taking them in the evening after food, or with food, and for some reason, I noticed, because I do track everything, some reason I noticed the difference. I thought to myself, it's not being as effective as it used to. So what I done was changed it slightly. I started then taking it in the morning on an empty stomach, and it started working, being effective again. So sometimes we've got to switch things up. I'm not saying, just switch it up just like that. Sometimes, remember, always go and seek medical attention. But I switched it up a bit, and it's working a lot better for me now. But other than that, I don't take anything. But I know what exasperates my symptoms. My night sweats will stay away from me as long as I've got a cool room. So I literally have to turn the heating right down. And I'm mindful about what I wear as well in terms of clothing. And also, I am mindful about if I have something sweet, anything sweet, my night sweats are going to come. The more sweetness I have, the more night sweats is going to be aggressive. So I know exactly how to deal with it. So I just stay away from those things. Don't get me wrong, I have a sweet treat every so often, but I know then I'm going to have some sort of night sweats. Hot flushes is the same. With hot flushes, it's hot water. So if I use the shower, when I use the shower, if it's hot water, I love a hot shower, but I'm going to have a hot flush. So I know exactly, and this is what I'm saying about tracking. Tracking your journey allows you to better be more in control. That's what it allows you to do, to be more in control. So you know exactly what to expect. But also, whilst you're tracking your journey, things may switch up as well. 1 month, like I said, your body is fine eating something, and then the next month, it's rejecting it. Track it. Track your journey. How are you, Farah? Thank you for the follow, Mona. Welcome to the community. Has anyone had any itchy tummy during perimenopause? Itching, yeah, listen, this itching, I used to experience itching downstairs. Listen, it was not nice. The itching was not nice. Again, I went to my GP about this itching downstairs, and I got given some cream. I think it was the hydrocortisone cream. And I was told that I can only use it for 3 days. During that time of using the cream, I was also eating avocados. Now, I love avocados, but I stopped eating them for a little while, and I just treated myself to some. And it just so happened, me starting back eating avocados was overlapped with this cream, using me not eating it, but using the cream. So I used the cream for 3 days, nothing. But I also noticed I was probably on day 5 of eating avocados by then, over this 3 day of using the cream. And I noticed a significant difference about day 5. And day 8, I thought, oh, the itching's reducing. Could it be the avocado? So, cut a long story short, innit? 28 days of eating half an avocado every day, the itching stopped. It's gone completely. And my itching has not come back. I continuously eat half an avocado. Actually, half an avocado to a whole avocado every day in my diet. And now I've gone one step further. I use avocado oil on my skin as well. So I've just so happened to me that the avocado made the itch disappear. The cream didn't work. But yeah, itchiness is horrible. Itchy skin is not nice. You don't like HRT, I dare. Yeah, and you know what? HRT is not for everyone. And I do not downplay, I don't, if I don't look down on anyone who's taking HRT. If you're taking HRT and it's working for you, good for you, Queen. Trust me. If that's your thing, that's your thing. Do what is right for you. I'm just not an HRT girly. I will never be an HRT girly. That's just me. But, people say to me, it's been a game changer. It's been a lifesaver. Good. I'm glad for you. Did you ever get dry eyes? My eyes are asked. Oh, my goodness me. Carla, Dry eyes, listen. I've been told by my opticians recently that I have got dry eye. And it can happen. And the reason why I went to the opticians, because I'm not a person who goes to the opticians at all, only because when I was in school, secondary school, I got injured in the eye. Okay, someone had a pellet gun and I got injury to my left eye, so I just don't go to the opticians. So I went to the optician specifically because I had blurred vision. Now, I normally get blurred vision, and my blurred vision will last for about 24 hours. However, this time round, my blurred vision was there for 48 hours. Now I said, right, that's enough. I'm going to the opticians. I made an appointment, went to the opticians the next day, and I got my eyes tested. They were concerned that one of my left eye's weaker than my right eye. And I told them, yeah, I know. I had an eye injury many years ago at school. So I know my left eye is weaker than my right. Anyway, I also got told that I got dry eye. And with the dry eye, your eyes constantly water. My eyes constantly water. Little bit of wind, summer, even in the summer today, I went for a walk. My walk today, my normal walk, I was just constantly dabbing my eyes with tissues. I got my allergen wipes, actually. I need to get them out. Because this little piece of sun is treating me differently. But yeah, dry eyes. Oh, but you can get drops for dry eyes as well. I would go and see an optician for that. Definitely go and see an optician. Yes, remember, it can be perimenopause, menopause, or postmenopause. It can be. It could be. But let's get it ruled out. Let's go and get some investigation happening. Because let's not just accept that it is that. Because it may not be. Betsy, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. Yeah, but listen, whatever works for you, isn't it? We don't know what's going to work for us until we try it. It's this trial and error. With this journey, we are now, I'm going to just put this here. With this journey, we are now embarking on a second journey to find out what works for us. And it may take a while. It may be quick, what we find, but it's definitely another journey. Because one size does not fit all. Everyone's different. Everyone's body will respond differently. You can take a sip of wine, and you feel good and merry. But I could just have to sniff wine, and I'm dancing on the table. So I just don't touch the stuff. Everyone's body is different. Post surgery, but not thought I was going insane. So okay, good to hear that you've got something for it, Angela. And this is the thing, we are talking about this subject more and more, which is good. It's fantastic. We are being heard and understood, which is good. And there's lots of things happening around the menopause now as well. I know I did a live last week on, trying to remember what I did a live last week on this new government strategy, the menopause health strategy, and they wanted to listen to us more. They're wanting to listen to women for more about the menopause. That's fantastic, because who knows best? We're the ones experiencing it, isn't it? So we have to, those of us who haven't found a voice, these communities like this are your voice. But when you find your voice, you need to speak up. You need to be honest. Rather than being asked, oh, how are you? And you're saying, oh, I'm okay. Well, you're not okay. Clearly, you're not okay. Let's be honest and transparent. Betsy, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. User 974, welcome to the community. Thank you for the follow. So welcome everyone to the Menopause Wellness community. If you've just joined, I am Jackie. I'm a menopause wellness practitioner, as well as a menopause nutrition and weight loss management practitioner. We meet up every Wednesday at 8 p.m. British Summer Time. So we've just started back our scheduled lives, and we're here to educate. We're here to understand this menopause journey a bit better than we understand it now. Right? Knowledge is power. Absolutely, knowledge is power. If you are not part of the community and you'd like to be part of the community, all you need to do is follow and just keep an eye on the page, because every so often I will post things up so you can keep a lookout for what's going on in the community. Virgo, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. Oswoman, thank you for reposting. I appreciate all those who with all the likes and the shares and reposting. Thank you very much. It's not gone unnoticed. Absolutely not gone unnoticed. If I have missed your comment or question, it's not deliberate. Claire's doing a fantastic job from pinning things up for me, and I know I may have missed some of the pin-ups because I was chatting, wasn't I? Chatting away. I changed my soap and I was fine. Oh, Betsy, yeah. And this is the thing. Do you know what? I'm glad you said that, because it could be. Do you know what? I'm one of those people that I really feel it's important. I said to my husband a while ago, we need to start looking after ourselves now, because if we don't, what's going to happen? And we should have done this many years ago. But do you know what? Today is the day we can start. If we haven't started already, we can start today. Because all these things, I was talking today as well with a friend about shampoo, something as simple as shampoo. And how she was saying to me that the shampoos that she was using was, making her hair dry and things. And actually, she washed her hair with aloe vera. Imagine, just aloe vera. She chopped it up, washed her hair with it. And she said her hair felt different. And I said, yeah, because a lot of these things we use on our bodies is not good. This is why I got my Yucca app. If it's not green on the Yucca app, light green is good, dark green is excellent. I am not using it. I'm not ingesting it, and I'm not putting it on my body. Absolutely not. I don't care how great someone says it is. It's got to have the green light for me. That's me personally. Because I think to myself, whatever I'm using on my body now, whatever I'm eating now, is going to have an impact later on down the line on my health. I'm not going to be looking back saying, oh, I should have, or why didn't I do that at this time? No, I'm not doing it. So good for you, Betsy, for changing your soap, because your body. Your body's acting different, right? It's responding differently to you. So you thought, I'm going to switch the soap, and look, it's worked. It's fine now. Good for you. Sometimes our bodies will switch on us. Our hormones. This is why, as of next week, we're doing a 3-part series on understanding, getting to know our hormones. What role does our hormones play in our body? And we're only going to be we're only going to be visiting 3 of the hormones over the next 3 weeks. Estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone. What role does it play? Because I think some of you may well be surprised exactly what these hormones do for our bodies. I started using simple, no perfume or colour. Yeah, and do you notice a difference, do you, Betsy? Because even with things like perfumes, they smell lovely, don't get me wrong. But you know what? I don't spray perfume on my skin anymore. I stopped doing that. I spray it on my clothes. I mean, many people do that. I just spray it on my clothes. I do not spray it on my skin. Yeah, it can feel like that, Carla. It can feel like that. But this is why we're in this community, because you know what? You can take back control with this journey. Absolutely can. You absolutely can take back control. But as I said, knowledge is power, right? When I give you the knowledge, don't just accept my word for it. Go and do your research on top of that. I will say to you, you can go and do research. Ensure that you go and do research with reliable sources. So the NHS, if you're not in the UK, we've got in the UK the British Menopause Society. There's also a Menopause Society in the US. So you're going to just have to look and find out what part of the world you're in, whatever part of the world you're in, find out what's equivalent to that. And just get your knowledge. It's so important. Oh, I don't know who. Sorry, I just sent someone an invitation. I didn't mean to. Just ignore it. I just tapped the screen incorrectly. It's long. Okay. But welcome everyone to the community. Welcome to the live. We have now gone back to our scheduled lives. We've gone back to our scheduled lives now. It's not 3 evenings a week. It's 1 evening a week at the moment. But every Wednesday, we will be here at 8 p.m. British summertime. We're going to be here. We're going to be here. We're going to be connecting. We're going to be empowering. We're going to be educating ourselves. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be educating ourselves. And as I said, we've got a 3-part series starting next week around understanding our hormones. We're going to get to know what our hormones are doing, right? Just the 3, mind you. Tea tree body wash caused me lots of hazardous. Oh, sorry to hear that, Angel. But it's good that you identified that, right? So good that you identified that. Even this, our hormones can even be impacting on our taste buds and everything. A lot of things that it can do. My face, nose, cheek reacts to what I have been used to. Okay, so straight away. You know your body. That's good. And sometimes we've just got to get to know our bodies again. Because this journey, oh, my goodness me. Okay, what's the time now? Claire, how long? What did we used to be? When we done a live? How long was we doing a live for? I can't even remember how long we did a live. I couldn't remember if it was for an hour and a half or was it longer. I know sometimes I'm on here a lot longer. I think it was an hour and a half. Welcome, Jay. Welcome to the community. Yes, so if anyone would like any of our lists that we have, please let me know. All I would need is your email, but please don't put it in the chat in here. Either DM me or go onto the community page. And if you click on the email link, you can send an email to me. I'm the only one who reads the email, so you can send an email to me. I will respond to you. I always respond as long as you've got your DMs open, because someone did send me an email and I wasn't able to respond to them because their DMs are closed, which is fine, but it's just that I don't want you to think I'm ignoring you. Sorry. Angels, thank you for sharing the live. So we're going to be here for probably for another 20-30 minutes maybe. And then I'm going to stop. Do you know, I'm feeling really tired. I had a nice walk today. I actually done an airport run this morning, and then I came home and went for a walk. And I've changed. Even recently I've changed, because so I used to get up in the morning, do what I need to do and go off to work and not have any breakfast. And I'm just more interested now recently of late in gut health, right? And I've been doing a lot of research. I've gone to like a talk around gut health and the importance of gut health. And I said to myself, how can I, and this is how I think, right? How can I be up on this gut health and trying to improve my gut health when I don't even give my gut any food? Make it make sense. How can I even better my gut health when I don't even give my gut any food. So I have started back eating my 3 meals a day. So I will have my breakfast. I don't have a massive breakfast. I will have breakfast. If I cannot eat it in the morning, because I've just learned to not have breakfast in the morning, I have to see, we can learn things, habit, right? It becomes habit. We can unlearn and relearn. That's what I'm doing right now. So I have, for the past 4 days, I've had my breakfast, I've had lunch, and I've had my evening meal. And it's not big portions, just something small. So for breakfast, I will have some blueberries and raspberries with Greek yogurt. And then for lunch, I may have a salad. Or actually, I just cut up an avocado, cucumbers, cherry tomatoes. And what else did I have with it? That's it. I just add, instead of mayonnaise and things like that, I tub a little bit of Greek salad, a Greek yogurt with honey, a drizzle of honey on it, and that's what I would have. I have some other things, different things as well, and then for evening meals, I'll have something small as well. So I'm eating 3 meals a day to better my gut health. We do things when we're ready, right? Because I just said to myself, Jackie, make it make sense. If you're trying to improve your gut health, you need to be eating properly, right? And I've noticed the difference with, even in this short space of time of eating my 3 meals a day, I've noticed the difference. Thank you for the follow, Marie. Welcome to the community. So, as I said, let me share some, I've got these fact sheets here. We've got these fact sheets, menopause fact sheets. I'm going to do a giveaway as well, actually. I'm going to do a giveaway. Our book, right? We've got our community book. Claire, are we going to do a giveaway today? I don't know if you're still here. This is our community book, Hot, Wise and Unapologetic. See, Hot, Wise and Unapologetic. A Journey Through Menopause with Power and Grace. It has stories in there, not long stories, brief stories in there of real life menopause warriors. How they navigate through their menopause journey, right? It's got information on what perimenopause is, what menopause is, what postmenopause is. It has poems in there from some of the menopause warriors in the community. Some poems. It has journal starters. It has a symptom glossary in there. It has empowerment tools in there. And it's a book that you can write in. So every part of the book, there's a reflection journal. And there's also a self-checking care list. Self-care check-in. That's what's in there as well. How to be a better advocate for yourself as well. Just little tips around when you're going to go for an appointment. There's affirmations in there. Quotes from people like Davina McCall, Oprah Winfrey, Cameron Diaz, lots of different things. So yeah, I'm going to give away some books. And also, the last time we was on, a while back actually, I gave away some books, and I also gave away, you had a choice of a book or a consultation. A free consultation. So we will be giving away some of the books as well. Do you know what I'm going to do? There's 17. Let us, I'm going to try and find this quiz that we got here. We did a menopause quiz a while back. And let me just find the quiz. Let me find the menopause quiz and go through the quiz. I'm just presuming, oh, here we go. Let me see if I can find it. Quiz. because we had quiz. Hey. I'm just seeing. Hey, Claire. Did I miss your, No, I didn't. Sharing tips on skincare and nutrition during menopause. Listen. So, let me see what I've got here. Oh, this is for the Menopause Cafe. Let me just see what I've got here. I've got some herbs and spices, right? This is our little herbs and spices list here. Right? This is what I give out sometimes in the Menopause Cafes. So we've got herbs and spices for menopausal support. So black coash. The benefits of black coash: eases hot flushes, night sweats, mood swings. Okay. It also mentions the suggested usage as well. Red clover is here. Okay. Rich in phytoestrogens. It helps with hot flushes and bone health. Dong quai supports a hormonal balance and menstrual regulation. Sage is here, reduces excessive sweating and hot flushes. Remember, one size. Oh, you take black coash as well, Angel. One size doesn't fit all. You don't know if these are going to work for you until you use them. Track it. Good. And I'm taking it works for you. It works well. So, which is good, right? Maca root is on here. It boosts energy, libido, and mood. I find it helpful. Good. I'm glad. And I'm glad that you find it helpful. So the maca root is on here. Ashwagandha. I believe I've pronounced that correctly. Ashwagandha. Supports stress, relief, sleep, and hormonal balance. I'm not going to go through the suggested usage though. What else is on here? We've got Shassel berry, also known as Vitex. Regulates hormones, eases PMS-like symptoms. Turmeric's on here. Turmeric, anti-inflammatory, supports joints and mood. Ginger is on here. Aids digestion, reduces inflammation. Do you know what I also find is good for aiding digestion? Walking. After eating a meal, wait about 20-30 minutes and then go for a walk. Go for a walk. I guarantee you it will aid your digestion. Flax seeds are on here. They're also rich in phytoestrogens, supports hormone balance also, right? 1 to 2 tablespoons. Okay, you can put that in your things. Evening primrose oil is on here as well. It eases breast tenderness, mood swings. Licorice root is on here, may balance cortisol and estrogen. St. John's wort is on here, supports mood, reduces mild depression. Holy basil is on here, also known as tulsi. And milk thistle is on here. Actually, I had a conversation with a herbalist and they were talking about milk thistle actually. Supports liver detox for hormones. So if anyone wants that, let me know and I can send it over for you. But it gives you the suggested usage. Remember, it is suggested. So again, you may have to play around with the that as well. Let me see if I've missed anything. Okay, so let me find this quiz and then we'll do the quiz and we'll wrap up. I'm going to find this quiz. Hey, Indulge, welcome. Kate, thank you for the follow and welcome to the community. 41 year, I started irregular bleeding. Okay, that sounds a lot going on there. Did everything go okay for you? Did everything go well for you? And was the Marina coil your choice? I'm recently hearing a few, I'm not going to say a lot, a few women say to me, I wasn't given the choice. I was told to have it. We do not have to do anything we do not want to do. We do not have to do anything. Thank you for the heart, me. We do not have to do anything we don't feel is right for us. If you don't feel it's right, let's not do it. We're not going to accept it. Let's ask that question. What is the alternative? Because I'm not a big fan of that. Let's ask the right questions. I'm hearing this more and more. Oh, okay. Sorry to hear that. Indulge. Yes, they suggested. Oh, they suggested it. But did you want it? Thank you for the heart, me. Wham. I'm going to call you Wham if you don't mind. Because I think I'm at the point where the words are just going to get twisted. Oh, you said okay. So I would say go back to your GP. Go back to your GP. It's not right. If it doesn't feel right, it's not right. Go back to your GP. I said yes because I thought they are more knowledgeable. Okay, indulge. GPs, they're humans. And sometimes when we read from a textbook, right, this goes with rule of thumb for everything. When we read from a textbook and it tells us this is going to happen, that's going to happen, sometimes it doesn't match up to reality. And what works for one person may not work for somebody else. So, it's not normal. You've got the coil. It's not normal. That shouldn't be happening. Go back and see the GP, please. I'm sure you've got that in mind already. Sometimes they don't know everything. This is what I would ask your GP. Why are you still bleeding? Is it normal? Should you still be bleeding? Again, ask those questions. And I don't feel we ask enough questions, the right questions, because when we get given something, even when after maybe an operation, whether it's a minor or a major operation, we just accept, okay, I'm going to give you this now. I'm going to give you this pain relief. Hold on a minute. Why am I getting the pain relief? What is it going to do? What are the side effects? Is there an alternative? We don't generally ask these questions. We just accept that a consultant or a GP is going to. Don't be afraid to challenge. It's okay to challenge. This is your body, right? Whatever goes in it, in terms of medication and everything else, could have an impact. So we need to know what the risks and the benefits are. We need to start asking the right questions. I would go back to your GP. If you haven't gone back already, I'm sure you are thinking about it anyway. I'm constantly crying over. I'm sorry to hear that. This doesn't sound good. Okay, so what I would say to you is consider going to see your GP. Everything you've mentioned, ensure that you jot it down. When you go back to see your GP, let them know all this is happening. And is all this happened since you've had the coil fitted? And how long have you had the coil fitted as well? Because it could be that they say, okay, these are some of the normal things to happen. And this is why we should ask the right questions when we're getting these things. Is what symptoms am I expecting? What am I likely to expect? So they may say, okay, yeah, you feeling tearful, you have mood swings. This is going to be likely to happen over a period, of the first few weeks that you have it fitted or first month that you have it fitted. At least that way you can say, okay, it may well be the coil. So after that time frame, if it's still happening, I'm going to go and see them because they said to me about this time frame. Just an example. Go and see the GP. Ask the same question. I said, okay. And sometimes, we just feel that we are forced into something and we're not 100% sure. But because a GP or a consultant has said it, we think, oh, we'll go with it. No. If you do not feel 100% that this isn't right for you, you don't have to do it. We don't have to do anything that we don't feel right, that we don't feel comfortable with. Good. I'm glad. Good luck with seeing your GP. Good luck with that. Go in there and expect answers to your questions, but go armed with your questions. It's true, we don't ask questions. Look, I've been guilty of it. I've gone to my GP and I've left that appointment, right? I don't do it so much. I don't do it now, but I remember back in the day, I've gone to my GP. I've come out of the GP and my husband has said, oh, what happened? I said, I don't know. He said so. I can't remember what he said. What's that about? Can't be doing that. We cannot be doing that. So when I go to my GP now, I'm sure they don't like me. I challenge them. I'm not rude about it. I'm absolutely not rude about it, right? But if my GP says, I remember going to my GP and saying, this was quite some time ago, going to my GP and saying, I'm getting a bit of chest pains. I'm concerned. I get a bit of backache. I'm concerned. And I said, I'm concerned about my heart. Can you check it out? And my GP, it was a locum. And she turned around and said to me, well, it's nothing to do with your heart. It's not a heart attack or anything, because heart attacks happen all of a sudden. I said, no, they don't necessarily. They do not happen all of a sudden. We could actually get signs and symptoms of a heart attack 4 weeks leading up to it. She looked at me and she sent me straight to the hospital. Now that's a qualified doctor. We know our bodies. It's okay to challenge. We need to start asking the right questions, because we do not ask the right questions. We don't ask the right questions enough. We should be coming out of our GP practice or from an appointment with a consultant. We should be coming out of that feeling that we've got the answers to the questions that we had. But we don't even ask the right questions half the time. Sometimes we come out of there and we're baffled, and what does that even mean? I don't even know what they said. I don't even understand what they just said to me. Why do we not ask them to break it down? I wasn't in your class. I wasn't in your year. So can you break it down, please? Because I'm not a GP. That's what we need to be. Challenge. I love those GPs, and I've had these sort of GPs in the past where they sit down and they will draw a diagram for you and explain things to you in simple, form. So you leave there feeling in control and empowered, that you know exactly what they're talking about. Because we didn't go medical school with them. We need to ask the questions. Hi, Annie. Welcome to the live. So we are here for, I don't even remember what time I said. Oh yeah, I said about 30-40 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna go at 10 o'clock, because I want to do this quiz. I've got the quiz there now, because I'm gonna give away some books and I'm going to give away books, maybe a couple of books, and maybe you got a choice. You got books, or you've got a consultation, a free consultation. So if you have just joined, welcome to the Menopause Wellness Community. We're going to be here for another 25 minutes, maybe 10 o'clock. We're going to sign off, and you're welcome. And we are going to do, I'm thinking I'm going to do a menopause quiz here. We're going to do a quiz. And I've just got the quiz up. I've got a few quizzes here, but I want one that's, let me see. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do this one actually. They've got a few quizzes on here. I'm just going to get the answers too. Oh, here we go. Question 1. Okay, it'd be good if I just get the right answer sheet, wouldn't it? Right. So we're going to do a quiz, and there's so many quizzes here. I'm going to just like a nice easy quiz for everyone. And then we're going to do, there's 15 questions on that one. 15 questions. And then I need what date was that? Okay. So, thank you for the follow, Biba. Welcome to the community. If you're not part of the community, oh, this is a nice one. If you're not part of the community and you would like to be part of the community, all you need to do is follow. That's all you need to do. Okay, so I have got here. Oh, this is a nice short one, actually. So I'm going to start off with this short one here, right? And then we're going to go into another one. Because this one's only three questions. Oh, I don't want that. We want a bit more questions than that, don't we? Here we go. So we have got 15 questions on here. So you've got to keep your own scores. Is this 15? You've got to keep your own scores. And no, this is not 15 questions. Yeah, it is. You've got to keep your own scores. So I'm going to start this. And then, yeah, we've got 15 questions and then we've got a bonus question. So I will go through these questions, okay? Right. So, question 1. You've got to keep your scores. You've got a point for each question that you get right. So, question 1. Which of the following is a common symptom of menopause? So, which of the following is a common symptom of menopause? Is it A, hair turning green, B, night sweats, C, blisters on the tongue, or D, nosebleeds? A, B, or C? Which of the following is a common symptom of menopause? This one's pretty easy, to be honest with you. Someone's got B. Any more? Yep, good. Night sweats. Any more? Okay. Those of you who put B is correct. So you've got a point. If you keep your scores, I'm giving you like a nice easy one here. So the fact about night sweats, right? Night sweats are caused by hormonal changes and can disturb sleep. They're one of the most common menopausal symptoms. So question 2, at what average age does menopause typically occur in the UK? I mentioned this earlier on. What average age does menopause typically occur in the UK? Is it A, 35, B, 45, C, 51, or D, 60? At what average age does menopause typically occur in the UK? A, 35, B, 45, C, 51, or D, 60? So we have an A, we have a C, we have another couple of A's. Okay, so those of you who have put, oh, we're still getting more, another A. I'll wait for some more, just in case anyone else is. I think it stopped now. So those of you who said C, 51, is correct. So the fact here, I'm going to let you know some facts. While it varies, 51 is the average. Some women experience menopause earlier, known as early or pre-menopause, premature menopause. Okay, so it is 51. Okay, so question 3. Question 3. This is a true or false question. True or false? Can you get pregnant during perimenopause? True or false? Can you get pregnant during perimenopause? Thank you for the follow, Claire. Welcome to the community. True or false? Can you get pregnant during perimenopause? Everyone's busting the truth. Oh dear. I'm telling you, you are correct. Although fertility declines, pregnancy is still possible during perimenopause until menopause is officially reached, which is the 12 months without a period. This is why there's a lot of menopause babies in the world. A lot of menopause babies. So question 4. Okay, which hormone drops significantly during menopause? Which hormone drops significantly during menopause? Is it A, insulin? Is it B, estrogen? Is it C, testosterone? Or is it D, cortisol? Which hormone drops significantly during menopause? Which one of those hormones? A, insulin, B, estrogen, C, testosterone, or D, cortisol? So we've got some B's there. B's, consistently B's. Okay, consistently B's. Okay, you know your stuff, ladies. It is, wow, okay. You know your stuff. It is B. Another point. Remember, you've got to keep your scores. So this is the fact. The decline in estrogen levels leads to many of the symptoms women experience during menopause. You see, estrogen is the big player there, you know. We're going to talk about this on Wednesday. Anyway, we're going to revisit that. So question 5. Question 5, we have hot flushes usually last for how many years? Hot flushes usually, I'm saying in the loosest possible term, last for how many years? And it's got A, 3 months, B, 6 months, C, 1 to 2 years, or D, 4 to 10 years. Hot flushes usually last for how many years? 3 months, A, 6 months, B, C, 1 to 2 years, or D, 4 to 10 years. Or someone's gone straight in there for D. My ER is 8. Is this high? Your ER, hold on, I'll come back to you. Mercy. How are you anyway? Everyone's gone for D. Yes, congratulations. So the fact here is they vary widely between, it's 4 to 10 years, but they vary widely between individuals and can persist for years if not managed. So your hot flushes, man, that's going to be the friend for the rest of your life. Potentially. Thank you for the follow. But remember I said you can manage these. These can actually be managed. I've got my hot flushes and night sweats under control. I've got them under control. So question 6. Which of these is a myth about menopause? So we've got some statements here. Which of these is a myth about menopause? Is it A, it only affects older women? Is it B, it can cause mood swings? Is it C, sleep can be disrupted? Or is it D, it may cause vaginal dryness? Which of these is a myth about menopause? So is it A, it only affects older women? B, it can cause mood swings? C, sleep can be disrupted? D, it may cause vaginal dryness? So what we got here? We've got an A, we've got a B, we've got a D. Reading that wrong way around. We've got a D. We've got A's. Okay. So those of you, all of the above, I like that one. Or those of you who said A, it only affects older women. That's a myth, right? Congratulations, you got a point. So some women experience early or premature menopause in their 20s and 30s. You see, 20s, 20s. I actually, many years ago, knew someone who was 18 years old. 18. And they were menopausal. So why are we not being educated? You see, why not we being educated early on in our lives? Okay, question 7. Which of these can help manage menopause symptoms? Which of these can help manage menopause symptoms? It is A, HRT, which is hormone replacement therapy. B, exercise. C, reducing alcohol. Or D, all of the above. Which of these can help manage menopause symptoms? A, HRT, hormone replacement therapy. B, exercise. C, reducing alcohol. Or D, all of the above. We've got an A, we've got some D's. D's, all of the above. D, all of the above, all of the above. All of the above. Okay, so those of you who said D, all of the above. So the fact here is lifestyle and medical treatments both play a big role in symptom relief. I said those 5 factors you may need to consider, right, when we are navigating through this journey is your lifestyle, your genetics, food, exercise, and stress. Those are those 5. Okay. So question 8 now. We're on question 8, aren't we? Question 8. Which of these is a common emotional symptom of menopause? Which of these is a common emotional symptom of menopause? Euphoria, A. B, rage bursts. C, mood swings. And D, giggles. This is quite an easy. So which of these is a common emotional symptom of menopause? A, euphoria. B, rage bursts. C, mood swings. Or D, giggles. So we've got a C, we've got a B. We have C's, 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 C's. So those of you who said C, it's mood swings. So mood swings, this is a fact here, hormonal shifts can affect emotional balance, but support and treatment can help. So that is the answer for that one. So question 9. This is a true or false question. Menopause means your health is declining. Is it true or false? Menopause means your health is declining. True or false? Does it mean when we're navigating through menopause, our health is declining? We've got a false, true. Someone says true. Someone says true, false, true, false. Those of you who said false, menopause is a natural stage of life, not a disease, right? With the right care and knowledge, this is why we're here in the community, women can thrive through and after it. Absolutely. So remember, when they say menopause is that one time, right? That one time in the journey, that one moment in time. So question 10, what is the term? Feels like it. Shell, I'm telling you, I'm with you on that one. I'm telling you. What is the term? So question 10, what is the term for the time leading up to menopause? What is the term for the time leading up to menopause? Is it A, postmenopause? Is it B, promenopause? Is it C, perimenopause? Or is it D, premenopausal? So what is the term for the time leading up to menopause? We've got lots of C's. Yeah. Congrats, everyone. It is C. It is C. Perimenopause. This is the fact. The phase can last several years and includes hormone fluctuations and early symptoms. So we know it can be different for everyone, right? When you research, it says about 4 to 8 years. It can last longer. I had mine for 10 years, my perimenopause, before it decided to leave the building. Question 10. Which of the following is not a menopause symptom? Which of the following is not a menopause symptom? A, irregular periods. B, brittle nails. C, leg cramps. D, excessive nose hair. If you get this one wrong, Queens. So we've got D, Raquel with D, Shell D, Dainty D, yeah, D. Are we all going? Yep. Welcome all the newbies. I'm seeing all these new names. Welcome to the community. Congrats, everyone. Oh, someone said C, leg cramps. There is a difference of opinion here. That's not a bad thing. So which of the following is not a menopause symptom? A, irregular periods. B, brittle nails. C, leg cramps. D, excessive nose hair. It is D, excessive nose hair. So fun fact, we might feel like everything changes, but there's no that one's not on the list, excessive nose hair. But if we've got excessive nose hair during this journey, God help us, eh? I don't know what's going on there. So question 12. This is a true or false. All women go through menopause at the same age. Is that true or false? All women go through menopause at the same age. We have a false. We have false. Yeah. False. Yes. Welcome to all the newbies. I like to all the newbies that are joining into the quiz. Just having a fun quiz, right? False. Yep. So it is false. What is the fact here is the age can range widely. We know this, don't we? It can absolutely range widely. Some experience it in their 40s, while others not until their late 50s. But we know it can be sooner also. everyone's different, right? Everyone is different. So question 13. So can menopause affect memory and concentration? Is it A, yes, B, no, C, only if you're tired, D, only after 60? So we've got a yes straight away. Hell yes. We got a hell yes. Oh dear. Oh. Yeah, we got difference of opinion. And again, you know what? We've all got difference of opinion sometimes, isn't it? And there's nothing wrong with that. So, yes, we've got another yes. Can menopause affect memory and concentration? Okay, so those of you who answered A, yes. This is the fact. Brain fog is real. Hormonal changes can impact focus and memory. Don't we know it, some of us who experience brain fog? So question 14. This is 14, yes. Question 14. What is the name of the phase after menopause? So remember we got those 3 phases. What is the phase after menopause? Is it A, postmenopause? Is it B, antimenopause? Is it C, hypermenopause? Or is it D, ultimenopause? We've got an A, another A. We've got another A. Post. Okay, someone's different opinion. Okay. We've got a hypermenopause here. We've got another hypermenopause. Okay. So for those of you who put A, postmenopause. So remember, this phase begins after you've had no period for 12 months. Some symptoms may ease or continue during this time. So remember I talked about the hormone stabilizing, but you need to have that 12 consecutive months of no menstrual cycle. Then that's your menopause the day after. And the day after that is postmenopause. What a journey we go through, right? What a journey we go through. So question 15. This is the last question, but there is a bonus question on here. I'll ask you. There's a couple of bonus questions here. Question 15. So which of these is a great way to support someone going through menopause? Which of these is a great way to support someone going through menopause? Is it A, listen to them? Is it B, dismiss their symptoms? Is it C, tell them it's all in their head? Or D, ignore them? So which of these is a great way to support someone going through menopause? Of course, we all got A. A. Yep, we are. So those of you who said A, absolutely. Again, this is why the community's here. We're listening, right? This fact, support, empathy and education, this is why we're educating ourselves, go a long way in helping women through this transition. Okay, I'm going to keep going because there's some bonus questions here, but I want to get this one. So the next question, this is going to be question 16, 17, 18, 19. I might go to 20. Question, almost 10. Question 16. What percentage of women experience symptoms during perimenopause and menopause? What percentage of women experience symptoms during perimenopause and menopause? Is it A, 25%? Is it B, 50%? C, 75%? Or D, over 80%? So what percentage of women experience symptoms during perimenopause and menopause? We've got a C. We've got a D. Is it A, 25%, B, 50%, C, 75%, or D, over 80%? We've got a D, C. Okay, so those of you who said D, over 80%. This is the fact. Around 8 in 10 women will experience symptoms, and about 45%, for about 45%, they can be moderate or to severe. Do you remember I said earlier on about there's about 24% of women that don't actually experience any symptoms? Yeah, so that fact was around 8 in 10 women will experience symptoms. And for about 45%, they can be moderate to severe. Remember, our hot flushes can be mild, but they can be very aggressive also. Different for everyone. Okay, this is another one. 17. How many women in the UK, sorry for those out of the UK, but I live in the UK, so a lot of research is done in the UK. How many women in the UK are currently going through menopause or are postmenopausal? How many women in the UK are currently going through menopause or are postmenopausal? Is it A, 1 million? Is it B, 4 million? Is it C, 7 million? Or is it D, over 13 million? Let me see what's coming up. D, B, we've got a D, B, we've got a C, an A. We've got another D, B. Okay, so those of you who said D, over 13 million. That's fine, that's fine. This is why we're just doing the quiz, that's fine. So the fact here, that's roughly 1/3 of the entire female population in the UK, showing just how important menopause awareness really is. It's a lot, isn't it? Over 13 million, right? Currently in the UK, going through menopause or are postmenopausal. Listen, we're numbers strong, you know. This is why we need to keep talking about it. Okay, just a couple more, and then we're going to do the totaling up. So what percentage of women say menopause negatively impacts their work? What percentage of women say menopause negatively impacts their work? Is it A, 10%, B, 30%, C, 50%, or D, 75%? What percentage of women say menopause negatively impacts their work? We've got D's. D's. Lots of D's. Oh, we've got a C. Okay, we've got a C. So the answer is C, 50. So the fact here is half of women report that menopause symptoms affect their job performance, and many don't feel supported at work. Now, we could argue this, right? That why is it only 50% and it's not 75%? Because we need to speak up. That's why we need to speak up. We need to find our voices. We need to talk about this. We need to shout from the rooftop. This is why it may well be it's only 50%. Why are we not talking about it? Okay, the next question. Oh, only 2 more questions. Next question. On average, how long do menopause symptoms last? On average, in the loosest possible terms, how long do menopause symptoms last? 6 months, A, 6 months, B, 1 year, C, 4 years, D, 10 years plus. On average. Exactly, we don't talk. We need to talk. We need to keep talking. So we got D's, we got B's. Oh, we got quite a few D's actually. one B. We've got quite a few Ds. Do you know what? The answer is C, 4 years on average. And the fact is here, while the average is 4 years, about 1 in 10 women experience symptoms for up to 12 years. Listen, 12 years, that's a life sentence right there. You see, yeah, yes way, Shell. Right? That is the fact. While the average is 4 years, about 1 in 10 women experience symptoms for up to 12 years. And again, that may well be higher, but we're not talking about it. Seriously, we need, yes, we need. The last question, Queens. What percentage of women feel unprepared? What percentage of women feel unprepared for menopause before symptoms start? What percentage of women feel unprepared before symptoms start? Is it A, 10%, B, 25%, C, 50%, or D, 70%? We absolutely need to talk up. D, everyone's coming up with D. Any difference? Everyone's saying D at the moment. Any more? What percentage of women feel unprepared for menopause before symptoms start? A, 10%, B, 25%, C, 50%, or D, 70%? And this is why we need to talk about it. See, now I have spoken to a few ladies. Good. Yeah, see. Okay, that's nice to know. Right, those of you who said D, 70%. 70% of women feel unprepared for menopause before symptoms start. This is the fact. Many women say they weren't educated about menopause and wish they had known more beforehand. Why are we not educating the younger generation about this? We don't want the younger generation to come up where we are now and be saying the same shit. Excuse my language. Saying the same thing. We need to talk. We absolutely need to talk more. Right? We are in a position now, Queens, to pave the way. That's what we're here doing right now. We're here to pave the way. And we need to change. We need to change the narrative. Right? How can 70% of women, feel unprepared before symptoms start? Why are we not being educated before? We're going to change the narrative. Can you add up your scores, please, Queens? Add up your scores and let me know what you got. I'm sure that was 20 questions. Let me just double check. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yes, it was 20 questions. So out of 20, because I gave you all the bonus questions as well. So now we know, right? We didn't know, and now we know. This is why this community is here. We're educating each other. Absolutely educating each other. Knowledge is power, right? It's shocking. Hello, little miss. How are you? Those of you who just joined the community during the quiz, welcome to the Menopause Wellness community. My name is Jackie. I am a menopause wellness practitioner and also a menopause nutrition and weight loss management practitioner. The community is here every Wednesday at 8 p.m. British summertime, and we're here for about an hour and a half. Well, we was here longer this evening, and next week is going to be the start of a 3-part series, getting to know our hormones. All right, we're starting off with estrogen. We want to find out or build our knowledge on what these hormones do, what role they play in our bodies. Okay? I'm sorry to hear that, little miss. So sorry to hear that. This is the thing we need to take back. We need to reclaim back our control. We need to reclaim back our power. And we can absolutely do this, right? I'm telling you, I'm not just talking this. I myself have done this. I myself have done it. We need to just change the narrative. We really do. So what's your scores been? Someone's got 14. Anne's got 14. Glad to have her. Oh, you're welcome, little miss. I'm glad you found us as well. My fish is 77.7. Would you say I am postmenopausal? I'm 40 and I haven't had a period since June. So June 2025. So it's coming up to a year, June. Okay, so you're coming up to 12 months then, aren't you? You could well be. You could well be. Definitely, I would say you're peri. Whether you've embarked on menopause, you need to wait for 12 months, consecutive months. And it's interesting, when you look up menopause, when you look up postmenopause, it's some information that it gives you, it will actually say that you're not actually postmenopausal. Although you're postmenopausal the day after the menopause, you're not actually postmenopausal until you hit 2 years of no period. Yeah, but it is 12 months. So what we got? 114. We got 17. Sorry, I'm just seeing this. I'm just thinking, what? No. 14, 13, a 17. Any more scores? Any more scores? Okay, so what I'm going to do is, we've got Angel. You got 17. You got the highest score. Congratulations. So Angel, you can pick a book or a consultation, a free consultation. So let me know what you'd like. Also, Annie, you can as well. Who else is there? Princess, you can as well. So you either book or consultation. Okay. So let me know what you'd like. I'm going to just check the last comments now, and then I'm going to close for the evening. But we're going to be back on Wednesday. Remember, we have gone back to our scheduled lives, Wednesdays, 8 p.m. British summertime. The king tried to see the queen. I don't understand what you're saying, Shell. Shell, we're gonna contact you. I'm gonna give you a consultation. And how you balance your estrogen. Mercy, this is what we're gonna do. From Wednesday, we are going to be looking at knowing more about estrogen, what role it plays in the body, how it responds, how it impacts the body when it declines and starts to fluctuate, and also what we can do, how we can support that fluctuation. It's going to be all there. So if you cannot join on Wednesday at 8 p.m, what I will do after the live, I will upload it onto the YouTube channel, our YouTube channel. So you can catch up with it at your leisure. Okay? This is what we're going to do. We need to just be educated. So we're going to share this knowledge. All right? Is it Terry Sapp? Welcome to the live. I had a fault last year and really struggled. I'm sorry to hear that. Have you gone to see your GP and let them know you are struggling? There is support out there. There is support. I mean, we've got groups like this. There are so many groups out there. But you don't have to be alone in this journey. I know it can feel a lonely journey, but you absolutely don't have to be alone in this journey. Thank you so much. Oh, you're welcome, Raquel. You're absolutely welcome. You're welcome, Angel. A book. Okay. So, Angel, what I need you to do for me is can you DM me? Either DM me. I can send a book by in-post. It's probably better anyway. And with the in-post, just DM me and then I'll tell you what I need from you to send the book to you. And I'll get the book sent out. What's today? Wednesday. This week. I'll get it sent out this week. Mercy as well. Yeah, Mercy as well. Let me know, a book or a consultation. I'll be nice. Oh, I know, Claire, hasn't it? And thank you for your support. Claire, listen, we got to give a round of applause to our community ambassador. When the live is on. I would miss so many comments and questions. I'm telling you, thank you, Claire. Right, absolutely. We are all warriors, yeah? Strong, independent women supporting each other. Absolutely. I'm telling you, you can absolutely take back control. We cannot allow this menopause journey to break us. I'm telling you, cannot allow it. All right? So we're meeting back here on Wednesday at 8 p.m. So I am going to end the live. I always end the live 2 ways. Okay? First and foremost, those of you who are not following, if you want to be part of the community, all you need to do is follow. If you need to reach out to me and you want to ask a question because you didn't want to ask it in the group, that's fine. You can send me a DM, or if you go onto the community page, click on the email link and send me an email. I'm the only one who reads the emails. So I'm going to end the live now. It's been fantastic meeting all these new followers and all the new people just joining the live. It's been fantastic. Whether you follow us or not, it's been fantastic to have you here. And I hope you learnt something today, or, just had a light bulb moment and thought, oh my gosh, it's not just me. Because that's what we're here for, right? Knowledge is absolute power. And we're going to keep on building our knowledge and be more aware of this menopause. I'm going to end the live 2 ways. I always end the live, right? The first way, I send you all a virtual hug. And the second way, I remind you that you are not alone. It can be a lonely journey, but it doesn't have to be a lonely journey, right? It can feel like a lonely journey. So if you do feel alone after the live has ended, please reach out to someone who you can speak to, who you trust, who will listen, and who will absolutely start to understand you, or try to start understanding you. Because sometimes that's all we need, someone to just listen to us. So I will see you all next week, Wednesday. Have a blessed weekend, everyone. Enjoy the rest of the week and be good to yourself. Yeah? Be good to yourself. I'll see you next week. Bye.